Hello my friends, my name is MrKnowNothing, and today I have the most genuine of questions for you. I want you to be honest with yourself, and should you think that this is something that your friend might need to see in case they're stuck in the same dilemma, feel free. This is going to be very short. I just have one question for you. Do you know what politics does to the education system? Do you know what politics does to the transportation system? How about the pharmaceutical industry? Do you know what kind of effects politics has on that industry? Have you thought about the effects of politics in the technological sector? How about the police force? Do you think politics affects the police force in any way? Or your food industry? Do you know what happens when politics infiltrates your food industry? How about this one? Maybe this one you can relate. How about the workplace? Have you ever seen politics affect your workplace or any other person's workplace? How about the monetary system? Do you think there's any politics in the monetary system? Have you ever thought about the effects of politics on the news agencies? Do you think politics should be welcome there, in the place that gives you your information? So, do you think that maybe politics might affect the way that your government runs? And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I've been noticing a lot of people being so ideologically subverted to the point that even when presented with a non-political figure, a non-politician, for an option to lead your country, these individuals are absolutely hell-bent on electing a politician. Better yet, not a politician, a career politician who has a proven record of deceit, of lies, and of corruption. And you know I'm talking about you, my friend. But don't worry, you're not the only one. This happens back in my motherland. Matter of fact, this happens all over the world. And it feels very weird to me for someone who knows nothing. I was born yesterday. How can I see the need to get rid of politics in order to progress as a civilization? And people who are twice, 3 times my age are going absolutely haywire. And they see that the only option against a non-politician is to elect a career politician who has had 2 brain aneurysms, meaning his skull has been opened twice to do major damage control. And they want that individual to be the leader of the free world. Also, in turn, being leader of the military-industrial complex, which arguably controls many parts of the world. But I'm not going to go down that topic. This was just my 2 cents, and I felt like I needed to give you my 2 cents on this topic. But back to my original question. And please I beg you, answer as honestly as possible if you're willing to admit that. Why on earth do you believe in your heart of hearts politics is welcome in our reality? Why do you firmly believe that a few individuals have the authority to make decisions on everybody else's behalf? And why do we continue to play this game? And as Malcolm X said it best, this is nothing but a political football game where the football is just being kicked from one side of the field to the other, back and forth. There's no progression. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I just want to give you another 2 cents, making it 4 cents altogether. This is not something new, my friends. This has already been exposed in the 50s. That this is supposed to be an ideological subversion agenda that is supposed to infiltrate the last place of arguably democratic republic and free market. And what it's supposed to do is ideologically subvert every single citizen to the point that nothing that they believe is true, despite the abundance of information that they're given. If you are voting for a career politician, you're making the decision for yourself, but you're also making that decision for the future generations that are coming. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about the actual individuals who are in power. Because those individuals get recycled every 4 years. It is the actual policies that these individuals allow to come in place and to be written that will actually permeate the society and our way of life for the future. It kind of reminds me of a phrase that Lenin once said: 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Because even when it seems like they're losing, the one small step that they make is a very long-lasting step that affects much more than those 2 perceived steps back. And that's why a lot of people nowadays are worried about their future, because the very leader of the free world cannot speak and cannot even properly read a teleprompter to properly lie to us. We can only imagine who writes the words on the teleprompter and who does the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Which is just literally another way for us to see that the presidential spot, that position, doesn't really mean much. But, my friends, again, there's some people in my neighborhood who don't even pick up the poop after their dogs. And they just leave it out there to sit. So, how could I ever expect these individuals to care about the well-being of their country if they can't even care about their neighbors or their community on a very, very small, minute scale? Anyways, I digress. May you guys have a blessed one. Bye-bye.